talk, every stolen kiss, every late night walk, every secret wish, every second chance, every time we dance underneath the light of the street lamp.
All right. How's it going, everybody? I see Mitchie, Yoki, Rose Girl, and Juan. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Hope you guys are having a good day. Rose Girl, is there a trainer as Hippopotamus? I believe so. Because I just finished up my like Synodex completion in Pearl, and in that, yeah, I've seen everything I need. I think I needed to see Hippowdon. That one wasn't too hard to do. So yeah, I believe so. I believe there's a trainer for it. I don't know who the trainer is, though. I don't know where they are, but I believe there is one. Happy New Year's Eve to you too. Thank you. Thank you. It's exciting. We'll have to see what 2022 brings. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well today. Hope everyone had a good week. I know it's been a few days since my last stream. Ended up taking vacation to do a bit more vacation-y things. Met up with some old friends. You know, did racing stuff. Yesterday, I think I just chilled out. I think I did like some chores around the house kind of stuff. To be honest, you're not in a hurry with the deck since the Shrine Charm isn't that important. That's totally fair. That's totally fair. I want it for doing some Masuda method stuff at some point, as well as I do at least want to complete the national decks before Legends comes out. I know that's some like arbitrary date basically, but like as far as as far as like time put into Pokemon that's not put into Pokemon shiny hunting, I would like to get that done sooner rather than later. What is my favorite indie game? That's a good question. I don't know. That's a tough one. I've been playing Satisfactory for the past 12 hours since I bought it, and I've been loving it, but I feel like that's a bit more of a recency thing than I would say like a true favorite indie game. I don't know, because I feel like some of the games I would be like, those are great, really don't feel like indie games anymore. I mean, Hollow Knight. If Hollow Knight's still an indie game, then yeah, for sure that. But I don't know if they're too, if Team Cherry's bigger now and not considered indie or not. But most popular video has 690 views on it. Your favorite indie games? One Shot. Cool. Hey, Shiny Eevee, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. How you doing today? Even Masuda isn't that much different with the charm. You do need to Masuda your last shiny star leaf for competitive. That is very fair. That is very fair. It only helps Masuda. It doesn't help Masuda all that much, and it never really has. The charm has always been more helpful for soft resets or for other methods, and not really a help on Masuda, yeah. Now it only works on Masuda. But yeah, like I said, the big thing for me is just I do want to complete that national dex. I do want to have that done. Because as I shiny hunt, I like to kind of have the mirror non-shiny already, right? I like to have my national dex complete, or just my dex in general complete, as I kind of fill out and place the Pokemon for my shiny dex, for my shiny national dex. The idea is to kind of have the non-shiny and the shiny form at the same time, Just realized today is Friday. When does DRIFLOON appear? It appears all day Friday from midnight to midnight. The only requirement is that you've beaten the Team Galactic Valley Windworks battles before Friday starts. So we beat them back in the first week of the game being out, so we're good. Whereas if you bought the game, if you just got the game and you're playing it today, or if you started a new save today, you wouldn't be able to see DRIFLOON because Team Galactic's still at Valley Windworks, if that makes sense. Hopefully that didn't make it more confusing. Hey, Shy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And Luigi, Lewis, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How does everyone fare? Faring pretty well. Going to buy Hollow Knight soon. Hollow Knight is so much fun. It was so much fun. I haven't done the 112% on it yet. Some of the little last bits I have to do for that are insane. And it's been about a year, so I'd have to really get back in the groove of it. But it was so much fun to play Hollow Knight. Don't know if it's different in BDSP, but in the OG games, when you save in front of DRIFLOON, it won't despawn. If the day changes as long as you don't leave the area, I believe it's different. It was gone. I don't know actually. I don't know, Shy, because I definitely remember last Saturday I booted up a game that was saved in front of DRIFLOON, and DRIFLOON just wasn't there. So I don't know. Beat them there, so you should be good. Yeah. So if you already beat them, if you beat them, yeah, before today, you're good. And DRIFLOON should just be spawned in front of Valley Windworks. You got ill for the third time? Oh no, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you're feeling better now. Trying to play it spoiler free. Good on ya. Good on ya, definitely. I definitely recommend that. It was a really fun game to go in blind. Waffle or pancake? I'm a waffle person. I was trying to beat 3 games right now. I feel that, Shy. I had what I have. I had Pearl to beat. I still have Pearl to beat. I've beaten Volkner. I haven't beaten the Elite Four. I have the Halo campaign to beat and Infinite. And I guess there's not really a beating it, but like at least getting through all like the main objectives and stuff and satisfactory. And a little bit of that's good. Want to beat Mario 3D Land today because it's not a long game. Then you want to beat Final Fantasy VII so you can watch the movie again and have it make sense. Sounds like a good plan there. Playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is when you feel like it, yeah. I feel like that's a big enough game that it really should just be a when you feel like it thing and not something that you're like constantly going at. Finally got Terraria on your laptop last night. Now addiction sets in. Man, so my friends have been playing Satisfactory on and off for like the past year, and I finally decided to pick it up like this past week. I was like, I'm gonna get it, and finally downloaded it and bought it yesterday. That game is so addicting. I decided to start my own little world and just kind of get a feel for it before I like join in with my friends, because like, alright, I should probably know how this functions before I sit down and start like doing stuff, right? So that's what I did. I was like, alright, I'll just do this, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It was so much fun, and I ended up like constantly being like, it'll just be 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. I just gotta do this one other thing. And eventually it was like 2 in the morning. I was like, I gotta be up tomorrow. Hey, Beck, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? The quality for you is like the cameras in a Coca-Cola can? Is it bad for anyone else, or is the quality okay? My computer was being a bit funky before the stream, but I thought I was able to reboot it, get that fixed. Been trying to unlock Final Destination and Smash Melee, but you're stuck on a lot of the events because the CPUs have hacks on. It's fine for you? Alright, cool. Cool. I think it's just you got you. It changed the quality settings and it's fine. Alright, cool. So you're gonna be playing Smash Mario Party Superstars with your sister while you wait for 2022. That sounds like fun, man. That sounds like fun. And Silver, you wanted, but didn't have a Steam account, and it's being lazy, but it's half off, so you got it. Feels nice not to be on your smaller phone screen. Oh yeah, with Terraria? Yeah, I get that. It's like, the amount of games you can play on phones now is impressive. It's genuinely, like, really amazing how much, like, you can play on a phone now. But at the same time, yeah, it's like, I might be biased, but I feel like no matter what, playing on a computer screen or a TV or something is just going to be a better experience than touchscreens for anything that's on both. Happy New Year! Thank you, Shiny Eevee. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's almost the new year. It's almost 2022. I've almost been back streaming for like properly a year. Because I know like I came back to streaming, I guess like late October, technically. Yeah, like late October last year, kind of came back into the streaming more, but it was like first week of January, I really picked it up and like in a way where I haven't like put it back down, you know, so that's cool, that's cool. It's nice to have had a year of actually coming back to it, so ready for another year of it. One Shot's coming on Switch in 2022, congrats, that's awesome. You gonna play it on the Switch then? Once there's the smallest community, don't know why it's a good game. It's like Undertale a bit. I mean, yeah, a lot of that's gonna be the case with a lot of games, right? Like a lot of small indie games, especially when they're starting out. They're not gonna have a lot of people following. I mean, like Undertale probably didn't have a lot of people at the start. You know, now it's just been years and people know about it. This is another case of the devs thinking that yellow balloons are this rare, right? Right. I have the worst of luck with these DRIFLOONs, it seems. A card store had almost 30% off singles, so you got a few, including your first alternate art, which was a Noivern. Cool. What's better, a cold cut sandwich or a grilled sandwich? It depends on what's on the sandwich. I think it depends on what's on the sandwich. I would say personally, I end up liking a lot more like the just cold cuts. With most like deli meats, I would say like cold cuts. You know, like I don't know if like I'm alone in this, but I feel like most like deli meats and like deli turkey and chicken and stuff like just does like taste better, and it's like almost meant to be like on a cold cut as opposed to like being heated up, you know. Don't think you'll ever get to a chain of 40 because of how easy it is to get a shiny in a chain of 20. Yeah, like it's pretty solid to like not have to go all the way out on the chains. Especially if you're not going for like a full like evolution line, right? Like if you're not going for something like Ralts where you need 4 of them or something like that, or EVs. I think EV might be one of the few circumstances where I would say it's almost guaranteed to be best just to go out to a 40 chain. In Deltarune, you got so excited to fight the secret boss, you forgot to get items to heal. I feel that. I feel that. Like, you finally get to a thing you want to do, and you're like, yes, I can do it, and you totally, any strategy that was in your mind just goes out the window. Like, anything that, like, you reasonably should have done is just like, nah. And guys, last night, I don't know, yeah, you guys can almost certainly see that on camera, my cat scratched the heck out of me. She didn't mean to, fortunately, I guess. Like, fortunately in the sense of, like, at least, like, I didn't do something to anger her, but also, it's not fortunate because I still got scratched. She tried jumping up on my lap while I was playing some games last night, and, like, tried going over the chair, like the armrest on the chair right here, misjudged, and my arm was there, and she just like grabbed onto that. That was not fun. Oof, yeah. Hey, at least you got good armor, there you go. Been playing Tales of Arise for a few days, and the story is great, but it reminds you of the other Tales stories. Is that good or bad? I'm sad, guys. I'm sad. All of my go-kart times, all my racing times reset tonight. Tomorrow I go in, or tomorrow it's all fresh. I think, yeah, tomorrow it'll all be just like refreshed, reset. Which I guess just, it gives me a full year this time to actually do stuff, as opposed to just like the half year I had before. So in one way, woohoo, in the other way, darn. My name comes down off the leaderboard and I have to put it back up there tomorrow again. It's good story-wise, but it's bad because it's like a copy-paste thing. Oh. Like Pokemon game stories. Got you. Like, in some ways that can be good for the familiarity of it, but yeah, like, especially with bigger RPGs, I feel like, again, I feel like maybe my perspective, and I imagine probably a lot of the people in chat's perspective as well, on, like, the importance of a Pokemon story is a little bit skewed. Because for me, it's like, yeah, I mean, if the stories, because, like, if I was like, yeah, the Pokemon stories are samey, like, I was gonna say, like, you know, but if it's a different, like, it's not as big of a deal for Pokemon, but a game where the story matters more, like, and, like, saying that, like, towards the Tales series, as opposed to, you know, basically implying that the story doesn't matter as much in Pokemon. I imagine that's a very, like, shiny hunting and competitive Pokemon kind of view of the games. Of, like, I rushed through that story as fast as I could, because hey, I can get, you know, yeah, rush through the story so I can start shiny hunting, you know, so I can complete the national decks and do all this stuff. Like, you know, we beat the game in like 20 something hours or whatever, and I have over 100 hours on my main save. That's not including time on other saves, that's not including time on, that's not including like soft reset time or all that stuff. Favorite Pokemon game mechanic? I mean, shinies in general, but if we just if we don't consider shinies like as a whole a game mechanic and we go more specific, SOS shiny hunting is my favorite thing in Pokemon. That was like the most enjoyment I had with the series. It's just that form of shiny hunting was so enjoyable to do, so enjoyable to watch, and so enjoyable to do. It'd be interesting to do a little bit more of that in the future. I don't know when it would happen necessarily, but at some point I would like to bring back some SOS shiny hunting. Right now we're 100% focused on BDSP though, so it won't be for a little bit. We're probably going to go through all these Sinnoh games and probably get closer out towards summer again before I start looking at stuff that's not in these games. Pretty impressive feat for him there, Juan. Made a video 9 hours ago. This video was nice. Hey, what's going on, Xeonator? How's it going? It's going well. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's Eve. Yeah, things are going well. Just trying to get this yellow balloon in less time than it took to get it on Sword and Shield. But yeah, I hope all is well for you, man. I'm gonna go. Alright, see you later, Shiny Eevee. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Hope you have a good New Year's and hope to see you again soon. When you do a dual hunt like this, or the starters, do you use one controller or Joy-Con for both switches? So I have one Joy-Con for each switch. Basically, like, I have two, like, pairs of Joy-Cons set up. The other two are over on this one just to hold them. But basically, I've used the remapping, the settings for, like, remapping in the, like, switch settings to make it where I'm hitting, like, the same buttons on each switch. Yeah, the little, basically, like, you know, yeah, like, it lines up like this. This one goes to that switch, and this one goes to that switch. But, like, you know, I can hit, you know, the home button on each of them, and it does that and stuff. So I use one Joy-Con for each, basically. Soft resetting doesn't use enough buttons to not fit on a single Joy-Con. The only thing I really need to do is, like, change the, in this case, change the blue controller to use, like, ABXY effectively, and home. And the other one I just changed the yellow one I just had to change the joystick on. What should you know before you play Hollow Knight? I mean, go into it blind. I definitely say go into it blind. The only mistake I made with that, Yoki, is I went in blind, played, I want to say, like, 90% of the game, and then when, you know, I've played enough of the game, I know like, all the story, so I'm good. I can, like, look at, like, lore or something. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Finish the game first. There is a way. I don't know if you can even do it in your first playthrough against the final boss, but you can replay the final boss pretty much as you want. I will say this, because I don't know if I should say this or not, because I don't want to tell you if it's a spoiler, but I want to make sure you know how to get all the story. Because there's solid chunks of story that you can just kind of miss if you think that you've finished the game. There is a, like, true boss that is not the boss you fight. You can beat a boss and get the credits without fighting the true boss, basically, is what I'm saying. Is what I want to say. I guess I will just say that in that case. But yeah, like, so it's a good game. I won't say anything of the story of any of the stuff in it. It's really, really fun. One thing, I did get stuck on the... Nah, I'll leave this, because this might be more of a puzzly thing for you to do. Because I definitely got stuck for a while at one point, not realizing there was a certain, like, action I could do. But I really like to go into games like that, like Metroidvanias. I really like going in completely blind. No hints on, like, oh, by the way, you can do this, or, oh, make sure you check this kind of thing. I always like going in blind, so... The game can be difficult. If you're getting stuck on a boss or just on various types of enemies, just take a step back. Is there voice acting or just dialogue? Very minimal voice acting. Most of it's just kind of the thing where it's like there's a grunt or a sound made by a voice actor while the dialogue appears as text on the screen. So it's all like you're gonna read it all. Yeah, they're not silent. It's not Pokemon where they're silent, but it's mostly just like they have little like ha or stuff like that that they'll kind of say when, like, they aren't speaking in English or any actual human language. So you're gonna have to read it. Yo, Meteor Man, what is going on? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yeah, but yeah, if anything gets frustrating, the game is all about just like, is all about correct timings, is all about skill, is all about skills that you can build up. Just take your time, step back. Every move has a way to know it's gonna happen. You know, they've all got like very, very specific animations and sound cues and everything like that. It's, if you've played Metroid Dread, or if you've played any, I assume any like solid Metroidvania, the game is theoretically beatable without taking a hit, kind of thing, right? Like, you can effectively beat the game without taking damage if you're that good. Not to say taking damage means you're bad, because I took a ton of damage. I'm just saying, like, it's one of those games where if you can figure out how to get through everything, you know? All I know is a big white moth thing, and that's really all. We're getting stuck in a puzzle in Little Nightmares, and that took a good 30 minutes to solve. I spent like 2 days trying to beat this one section of Hollow Knight, because I didn't realize I could do something. as soon as I did that, I went flying through like half the game because I had spent so long finding every little tiny, like, you know, collectible in like the first third of the game world, and immediately I could go like 3 worlds or like 3 areas through. Not really worlds, but like 3 like parts of the map through. I did the same thing in Metroid Dread, where I like, literally found everything. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't think of anything here. And then I went, oh, I can go through this. Went through it, and that was that. You know, and I was like off to the races. But yeah, the story, Hollow Knight's story is really good. The lore is really cool. The game looks really pretty. The controls are so satisfying. I went from Hollow Knight to trying to play Ori, like Ori in the Blind Forest. I haven't been able to play much of it just because at the time I was so fresh off of playing Hollow Knight, and like the controls are completely different, or the feel of the controls is completely different. Hollow Knight's controls are super tight, super technical. Crate is cool. What's Ori like? So it's similar to Hollow Knight and like Metroid Dread, and so it's similar to Metroid. It's a Metroidvania, so it's gonna have the same general feel, in the same way of saying like Halo and Call of Duty and Battlefield all generally play the same. You know, all FPS games tend to at least have somewhat similar of a feel, in the same way that like a Metroidvania is gonna have a similar feel. I just didn't get too far. The controls are really, really soft and floaty, which is a type of control. It's super predictable. Like, you can make it work and get really good with it. I didn't. I didn't. Hollow Knight is just so precise. The puzzle had something to do with a bunch of doors, and if you don't know what to do, it's just the Scooby-Doo doors scene. Just running back and forth across everything. Can't get into Ori. I hated playing it. It looks nice, though. Like, I didn't hate it. It wasn't what I wanted. It wasn't Hollow Knight again, basically. You're back. Alright. Alright, Yoki, see you in a bit. Excuse me. Never mind, you're not leaving. Alright, sounds good. Wish no One Shot was coming on Switch. All you know is that it comes 2022. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of times they'll just like kind of say that, and they won't exactly say when it's gonna come out. Yeah. I feel like most of the time that means later in the year. But with indie games, it's hard to tell because they don't release on as much of a schedule as some of the bigger games do. You cleared the Pastoria gym. Puzzle without a guide, which you're proud of, because you used the guide when you played Pearl the first time you got it. Hey, congrats, Rose Girl. Yeah, Crasher Wakes puzzle. All the different water levels. On your Starly, keep getting best stats in every stat except for attack. I'm guessing you want attack. The game knows, Juan. It wants to keep you playing. You're lost in Let's Go. Oh no! You've got this. You'll figure it out. I guess things look easier when you get older. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like 10 plus years on, the puzzles probably seem a little bit more doable. Want your rusty colored burb? You'll get it, Juan. You'll get it. Maylene's gym puzzle is easier, but still relatively the same, you thought? Yeah, I didn't have any issues. It was just tedious the number of times I went, ah, crud, I'm not high enough level. I'm going to have to leave and come back. Yeah, so for me, it was more of for me, Maylene's ended up with more of, like, the annoyance of, like, come on, I don't want to do this again. Than difficulty. It just took a while, you know. Saw a video of a cockatiel attacking a cockatoo and then singing the Addams Family theme. What? That's such a weird. That sounds like such a strange and interesting video. Enjoying BDSP, probably because you've only played Diamond and Pearl. Separately, once a long time ago, your profile was way back when your family went on a cruise. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I admitted this back when BDSP had come out, but before beating Brilliant Diamond, I had never actually beaten the Sinnoh Elite Four. It just never happened as a kid. You know, my DS got broken, I wasn't able to play the game. Whenever I picked it back up, it was like just starting fresh and didn't make it all that far. So yeah, like, that's the first time I ever actually beat the game. And it was fun. It was fun to effectively experience Sinnoh truly for the first time. Is the main character of Hollow Knight a kid? It's weird. It's weird. I would say no. I would largely say no. It's weird. It's like lore stuff and things. yeah, there's a whole lot of like weirdness to how that's like all set up and like dealt with in the lore. Like you could say yes or no, I would say there, but it doesn't matter to gameplay. For the most part, the lore that you learn is about the world as a whole and not necessarily about you, so it doesn't end up like mattering all too much. Do a chain hunt, your luck might be better today. The next thing we're gonna do will be a chain hunt, for sure. Either more Starly or something else, I'm not sure. Going forward, I think we're gonna start planning out like a whole week's. Excuse me. Yeah, going forward, I think I'm gonna start planning out like a whole week's worth of streams at a time. I don't know if that's strange or not, or if that makes any sense, but basically I want to like just go ahead and do like all of the like scheduling for the entire week all at once. You know, it's like, you know, like on Monday we have a stream, and then I have all the way through next Monday like listed as scheduled streams. When you first touched black after you got the keep it, you found a shiny life bird. Nice. That's when you got Pearl and your oldest boy got Black Wolf visiting one of the islands. Oh, cool. Yeah, I will also say I don't have too terribly long to stream today. I am watching after my neighbor's dogs while they're out of town this weekend, so I have to go like walk them and do all that stuff around 4. So we've only got like another hour 20 for the stream, so we got some time. But like I will have to head out at some point. Yo, MT, what is going on? Happy New Year's Eve, man. How you doing today? Deltarune lore is weird because explaining something can turn into explaining 3 things. I feel like a lot of games have lore like that, where it's like, I mean, that's really like, I feel like a lot of lore just in general, anything where like the fan base is really excited about it, someone's gonna be like, I can explain this to you, but to really explain it, I have to explain like this other thing that I'm gonna mention, and then that's all like connected because of this other, yeah, you know, I get that. Sorta normal, welcome to the stream, how you doing today? Are the doggies nice to Adele? They haven't met Adele. The dogs are staying at their house, at my neighbor's house. I'm just going over there, making sure they have food, taking them on a walk, and doing that stuff. Mindless the dog whisperer. Oh yeah, guys. So I have a fun story from racing on Wednesday. So I usually go out there on Wednesdays, and there's like a mix of a few different regulars who will show up on Wednesdays usually, and between that usually we just kind of all run, like, it's always for times, it's never for position, outside of like the league races once a month. So you know, most of them are just out there like all kind of like chilling, kind of, you know, giving each other space and stuff, and just making sure there's room. But we decided Wednesday, we had enough of the regulars out there Wednesday, because I think a lot of people are just out there to try to put in one last good time before the board got reset. But we're out there Wednesday. We decided we had enough people, and it wasn't crowded at all, so it wasn't a problem. We decided to do a grid race, basically, where like you line up, like how like you imagine probably most racing happens, you know? Like if you've watched like most forms of like racing, when they do the races, they all kind of like line up, and then they wave a flag and they go, right? So we did that, and like while the boards and stuff weren't showing who was in what position, we were racing for position. We know who crossed the line in the last lap first won, kind of thing, right? So we did that, and we were all excited for it. It was gonna be a lot of fun. We basically just ended up doing it like to set the positions. It's like, all right, I'll step on the scale that the employees have in their office, and then just like line up in like the order of heaviest to lightest on the grid. It was fun. Yo, Twist and Goldie, what's going on, guys? Welcome. That type of care makes sense. Sure to snag their extra wallet when you can. Please don't do that. No, I would not. They're my neighbors. They're also my landlords, so I want them to not kick me out. No, yeah. Fun racing story time. Yeah. So yeah, we all lined up on this grid, and it's all regulars. It's regulars and employees, basically. So like a lot of the employees had like finished up their shifts and were just hanging out talking, because they hang out and talk with us on their shifts too. And so we all got in the car. So there was a good group of us. There was like 9 or like 8 of us. And then one of the employees' cousins showed up, or like it was 7 of us, and then like an employee and his cousin showed up, and they just kind of let them both in the race. But like the cousin really shouldn't have been there. It was like his first or second time doing it with a group of people who are like me, who go every week or go to all the league races, who know how to drive the carts. And the one dude who really shouldn't have been there lined up, like, it was basically like, so the track always mostly kind of goes like counterclockwise. So if you're on the left side, you're kind of on the inside of the whole track, despite it going left and right at points. So it was like, person who started in first was on the left on the inside, and then it was like second was like here, and then third, fourth. I was fourth. This other dude was fifth. And we go into the first turn, and he just rams me for one. And I'm like, all right, come on, dude. Come on. But all right, it was annoying. I fell like 2 places immediately because of that. One of them was to him, like, all right, that's annoying. I'll at least get that one back, right? Like, I'll at least get back past him because he has no clue what he's doing. He's gonna wipe out. He's gonna spin, and and that's gonna be it. No problems. So we go around for the rest. We're not even through the first lap, I will say at this point. We're not even through the first lap. We go around most of the track, and then there's one, like, kind of turn that always catches people who don't know what they're doing out. And I was like, all right, I'm going to shoot around the inside of him on that. He spun. So basically, like, we're coming around this turn. He spins. I have to stop. And then, like, 3 people behind me don't. And what happened was he spun and came to a stop. I slam on that brake. Barely stopping from him. I'm just like, oh, come on. This ruins my race, right? Because I have to stop. And, completely ruins my... whatever, though. It is what it is. I can just go for, like, speed times, right? I can just go for fast times sitting at the back now. Because, yeah, it's annoying when that happens. But it is what it is. It happens. It happens when, like, it's all, like, the racers for our league out there, too. That turn catches a lot of people, but it happened so suddenly. I stopped. People behind me didn't, and I had 2 carts slam me so hard. Like, this dude's sitting sideways, and I come in like this. I stop here, and I just get shunted and just rocket over his cart. Apparently, I got like 1 or 2 feet of air between like my cart and the ground, and then I just like come back into the ground. Like, that was crazy. Yeah, that was the first time I've been in a wreck that bad. Fortunately, my cart was fine, and I kept going. I got past him, so I was okay. Hey, what's going on, Earthbound fan? Welcome. And Goldie, you're playing Ultrasun for the first time, and you met Lucamine. She seems so nice. Yeah, such a nice lady. Needs to do a Sing Edition stream and sing his butt off. I don't agree to this. There's no snack. Oh no! You've already hit 100. Already hitting 100 hours in Shining Pearl. Yeah, I think I'm over 100 in Brilliant Diamond now. And it's got a random shiny Bidoof. Congrats! That's awesome, Earthbound. Yeah, but so after that wreck, that dude was pulled out of the race because he wasn't supposed to be in it. And finished it up, you know. Fortunately, he was okay. He walked off completely fine. I was also fine. I kept racing. Can't find a strong roll with Dark Wolf. I don't know who that is. I don't know if I can help you on that one. But yeah, so after that, I managed to go from now being 9th, or like 8th, I guess, because this other dude wasn't in it, to being, I ended up, what, I think I was, yeah, I went from 8th to 2nd over the course of like the last like 10 laps, like, heck yeah. So it was a fun race. It was overall very fun. It was just like, really needed to only be people who knew what they were doing. Trying not to spoil it. Ah, I see. We did talk about, speaking of streaming stuff, we did talk at, like, a few of the guys were talking at the track after that race about, like, doing some, like, streaming or filming of the race, and, like, that would be incredibly cool. That would be awesome. Like, they were talking like putting cameras on every single one of the carts and stuff. I was like, all right, I mean, like, I could literally take this camera, put it on a tripod, and just get it like tracking carts and stuff. Your Switch kickstand's working for once. It's crazy how loose the kickstand on my like first Switch got. Like, it's, like, you just tap it and it just falls open. And it really just kind of falls open all the time, and it's like, whatever at this point. Versus the amount of effort I have to put in to, like, open up the kickstand on the Switch I got right before BDSP came out. So I guess it's, like, just goes to show what, like, 4 years of heavy use does to it. Yours isn't loose, but it really never stands. Yeah, I never had many issues with that on, like, flat surfaces. But I know that was, like, a kind of a complaint when it first came out, as people were, like... On one hand, some people had genuine concerns, right? Of, like, it just not staying up a lot of the time. I think, you know... One time Mel and I, like, played Mario Kart on like the bus at college and stuff, like on the way back to the apartments, and like trying to get it to balance right, like on like a notebook in a lap was difficult. Yeah, OLED Switch kickstand would work way better for that. And like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair that like you're in that kind of circumstance where you're on the go and you're trying to use it, and like it should be a little bit more sturdy. But I remember like right when it came out, there were reviewers who were like just like journal, like big like publications talking about it and stuff. Like, this thing's stupid. Look, it like breaks. Shoves it onto the table and like smashes it down. Like, the kickstand popped up. I'm like, yeah, to stop it from permanently breaking when you do that kind of stupid stuff to it. I remember that being a thing where it's like, they're like, the kickstand's so weak, see? And they're like shoving it around and trying to get it to pop off, and then like it pops off to keep you from snapping a piece. And it's like, yeah, see, it's bad. It's like, no, it's to stop idiots from doing that. Is the stream broken for you? Try refreshing then. It seems... I don't see any issues on my end. Obviously, I might not, like, align with what like YouTube's showing to everyone, but from my end, OBS doesn't seem to be detecting any problems. Bought a charger, body switch case, just because the stand is better, and it also charges at the same time. There you go. Yeah, that's one of the weirder kind of design things with it. Like, I get why it ended up like that, but it is really kind of inconvenient that you can't really charge the Switch properly in like kickstand mode. Good on your end. I appreciate it, Twist. Can see chat but can't see me. Can you hear me though? Yeah, try refreshing if you can. Like close the stream and open it again or something. Yeah, someone might have to put it in chat, like as a suggestion to refresh. What do we do now? There's an exclamation mark on the video. What? That's strange. Lost in space. Oh no. That's weird. I wonder what the exclamation mark is then, yeah. Try closing YouTube and reopening it. Yeah, that's probably the best bet here to kind of like stop it from being freaked out. It works now. Hey, that's good, Yoki. Welcome back. That's strange. I wonder what happened there. Have I already caught a non-shiny DRIFLOON? Yes, yes, I do have a non-shiny DRIFLOON. I believe I might also have a DRIFLIM. If not a DRIFLIM, then I'll end up catching one of those like later on. But yeah. So I have caught a non-shiny one, Twist. I wanted to make sure that my main saves got a regular DRIFLOON before shiny hunting on them. You know, that's why like I was using like some other weird spare saves for a couple days or for a couple streams. I just wanted to make sure that I got like regular DRIFLOONs on these first, so their initial dex entry was standard. Something happened like behind the stream. Did you leave before or after you did on Wednesday? I left before. Yeah, I had to get over to the track to meet up with people for like the last race of the year. Oh yeah. I get that. I get that twist. I totally get that. But yeah, I get that twist. I get that because it was strange for me as well the first time I kind of met up with him after graduating. Hey, welcome back, MT. Welcome back, man. Working out at the gym. Nice. What you missed? Not much. Not much. Just a lot of purple balloons. No yellow ones yet. Fell asleep and woke up thinking, man, I just fell asleep and didn't breathe for some reason. Yeah, I can imagine your body kind of freaking out, being like, yo, you should breathe at that point. Indeed, purple. Indeed, purple. MT. Like the doggy sim. I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, I have to wake up early to go walk him and stuff. Which waking up early is not fun, but they're fine dogs. They're all right. You know, like babysitting for dogs. That is, yeah. Yeah. No, I mean it's not bad. It's not bad. This is just like I have to stop by a few times a day and, you know, give them food in the morning and in the evening, and then walk them and make sure they haven't made a mess of the house or something. Your dog will wake you up at 5 a.m. to go out. My cat just wakes me up at 5 a.m. to try to get me to feed her earlier. But yeah, I can't complain. Like I mentioned, like it's my neighbors, but it's also like my landlords. So basically, like they're like, we'll pay you a little bit, and effectively the payment is rent will be cheaper this month. And I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll do that. I have no problems doing that. What's the dragon banana? 5 a.m. Fortunately, my cat doesn't get mad at me that early in the day. Mostly as I go to bed so late that she's still full from the food I give her before I go to sleep. Some spoiler, roulette is in the games as a starter. Juan, how could you? Walking a fine line there, buddy. Unbelievable timing. Their internal clocks are crazy. They're really impressive, which is always a little annoying when like daylight savings happens. Excuse me. Dragon banana, potassium potato. Don't spoil anymore. When it's cold outside, you're like, sorry dog, you're gonna be by yourself without a belt. Yo, Vanillix's membership renewing. 12 months in a row, man. A whole year. Let's go. How's it going, Vanillix? Welcome to the stream, man. Happy New Year's to ya. Turn purple, Rowlet. Yeah, that should be what happens. This boy, a year old. Well, what do mods on YouTube do? Like the moderators with a little wrench by their name? Basically, they're usually there just to kind of make sure chat follows the rules. If a chat's like too much for a streamer to handle on their own, it's nice to have mods, so like if there's a bunch of spammy stuff, like the streamer doesn't have to basically stop streaming to deal with it. Happy New Year's, thank you. You too, Vanillix, you too, man. That's that's like the usual kind of thing. Some people, like, their mods have extra, or like do other things for them and stuff. I know, like on Puffin stream, I know Esper always, like, you know, grabs, like, raid links and stuff like that, you know? Like, basically, the idea of having moderators is to kind of, like, make it so all the streamer has to worry about is the stream and not, like, not worry about chat or all this other stuff. The mods handle that kind of thing. You'll add mods to your channel. There you go. Just be careful with who you add. Make sure you trust them. That's always one of the big things, is like make sure you trust the people you add as moderators, because they have like the ability to hide stuff or post things without like the filters and all that. So, you know, make sure you trust them. Got a big year ahead of us. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. We got Legends coming out. Just in general, will be another year of streaming. It'll be a lot of fun. That's what I was talking about earlier, that like it was really very early 2021. Like the first week of January 2021 that like I really started getting back into the streams and everything. So yeah, it'll be cool to keep that going. Hey Sazzy, what's going on, man? Stopping by to wish you a happy New Year's Eve and happy New Year's. Thank you. You too, man. Tons of bangers coming out next year. They can't see any info, right? Like, yeah, like they can't see like private info and stuff. Basically the biggest thing is like, if one of the people who I have as a mod comes in here right now, there are certain things that chat will filter out, like that YouTube will filter out if you say it, that it wouldn't filter out if a mod said it. Or just in general, a mod could just hide people that they don't want to see, regardless of if they're people you want them to remove and stuff. Like, you just have to trust them to do a good job, is basically what it is. So like, if you do add mods, just make sure you don't like add a whole bunch of random people who you don't know, kind of thing. Is it crab rave time? I don't know, MC. I don't know. We'll have to see. You can do a mod like job, but you kind of want to just watch and relax instead of making a stream a free labor job. Yeah, I get that. I get that. That's my view. It's like, that's cool that like some people are mods, but like, I have enough work in my own streams. Yeah, if I pop into another stream, I don't want to be like having to pay attention to chat all the time. I want to be able to open up the stream and just kind of chill. Trust them first before you add them. Exactly. It tells you the streamer trusts you, and I trust no one. Your mods are you, yourself, and I. Sometimes we argue. Yeah. I'm already enough of a handful to have to deal with. I'm on one time someone spammed E like 9 times. Yeah, I mean, that's really the thing, right? Is like, that's one of the biggest things. Is just like making sure you and your mods are on the same page. That's the biggest part of it, really. It's just like, you know, just making sure that like, because like if you have a mod who like doesn't know what they're doing or doesn't know what you want to have done, you can end up spending a ton of time in a scenario where you're just kind of like, you're having to like tell the mod like, no, that's not what you should have done. You should have done this and stuff like that. It's just like, that's where like my mods that I do have are mostly people I know in real life and people who have been around the stream since the beginning for the most part, and they largely just know what I excuse me. And yeah, and they largely know what I want to like see happen with chat or with certain things. You nominate MT as 2020's mod. Alright, MT, it's all on you. Juan's put you up for it, MT. You're gonna be responsible for all of the mods in chat. Nominate Ian to be the newest Mindless Enigma mod? Nah, I don't like that guy. Don't know, do you think Ian could really handle being a mod? I don't know. I just don't like him. I swore at you. Luckily your hair is not thick anymore, alright? What's lucky about that? Heard this Ian dude cusses at babies. That's only before punting them. Can't get in your feelings. You just really can't let it go to your head, right? Like, I know a lot of people have issues like mods, like power tripping and stuff. It's like, yeah, that's shouldn't have that, right? Like, I think there's a little bit less of that in like in a streaming communities like mods and stuff, as opposed to some other things like just general like forum moderators and stuff. I feel like it's a little bit different with like power tripping mods and stuff. But I feel like usually, and I think this comes down to, again, get mods you trust, not just like random people. Usually like the power dynamic in a stream is less in favor of the mods being the heads of it as opposed to the streamer being the head of it, right? Like, so where I feel like in a lot of circumstances where you have the power tripping mods is like Discord mods or like just general forum mods and stuff. Like, in a lot of those circumstances, like, mod is like the highest thing you are. There's not really an owner or like an overseer or something like that. If they are, it's someone who's just completely uninvolved. Usually it's like a Discord server related to some creator. The creator doesn't care about the server existing. It's there. They put in some amount of like, yeah, that's there. And the mods are kind of like the top beings in there, but like, I think that's even rare to see that be an issue, because even then, usually the mods then are people who are more so regular people who just got trusted to do it and stuff, you know. Versus like, like just any kind of forum where there's not like really a upper power, right? Like, I feel like it's harder to have a power tripping mod on YouTube, because ultimately, if I had a power tripping mod, I can just be like, yo, I don't like what you're doing, goodbye. You know, I have like the overriding authority, right? Like, I can just click on anything in here and like add or remove moderator from people, like right here, right now. Like, if we had someone come and stream who is a mod and there was just a complete jerk, I'd be like, you're not a mod anymore, boop, done. You know, so there's a little bit more power that I have as opposed to like a forum or something, right? Been a mod for a few, so many children would come in and say it's to be annoying. We had that like right when I started streaming. We had a lot of that on Discord. I've been mod for so many streamers and it's fun. Yeah, I mean, some people enjoy it. I know, like I said, it's not my thing to be a mod, because I'm already a streamer. I already have one chat I have to be fully dedicated to. Second in command, kind of. But there's the power tripping part of it. There's that part of it, right? Like, I don't know. It's a weird. It can be a weird mentality for sure. Like, I feel like I always prefer it when moderators view themselves, and most of the community is able to view moderators of said community as just like people in the community who know the rules well. Right, like, who know the rules very well and are able to just like kind of make sure everyone's following the rules, remove anything that doesn't follow it and stuff. And like, you're enforcing the rules, but it's not like you're there as an enforcer. You're there as like someone in the community chilling, and like, it's just like the streamer trusts you to know the rules, or like the owner trusts you to know the rules of that server. Right, nowadays streamers give modding powers to other streamers like it's candy or something. It's like it disvalues modding powers. I mean, I can see where that comes from, but I also feel like streamers giving other streamers mod, like, I feel like comes from a place of, yo, Yusuf, thank you for the sub, I appreciate that. I think some of that can come from, like, the perspective of a bit of a mutual respect, you know, like, not like, I respect you, therefore I give you mod powers, but it's like, we know that, like, I know you understand the rules. Again, it kind of comes from that perspective of, like, if the moderators are just people you know the rules of chat, then I think it's fine. I think it's totally fine for, like, other streamers to be mods and stuff. Like, it's just to have a lower barrier of entry for letting another streamer be a mod, right? Like, especially if you trust them. It's like, all right, you're not going to use that. You're not going to abuse that just to spam your own link in chat. We're good. You know, from there, you know what it's like to be the streamer and stuff. Don't let butting get your heads. Exactly. It's like, moderating shouldn't be some, like, strived for glorious position on stream, right? Like, it's just, you know the rules, right? Like, they're back. I see you a bit, Yoki. Oh, Robin of the streamer's Batman. I don't know, because again, like, then it kind of becomes a thing where it's like, obviously in certain circumstances, the mods are part of the team underneath the streamer, especially in larger streams, I would say. But, like, especially in a stream like this one, it's just like, you're the one person, you're the person in chat who just knows the rules and can be trusted to be here, is largely it, right? Like, be in every stream kind of thing. And for most of stream kind of stuff. Like, that's kind of like the ideal goal. Like, I as a streamer, for one, my chats are really tiny. I mean, we're talking in a way, and most of you guys have been here for this conversation several times, so there's like 3 or 4 of y'all talking right now, and that's it, you know. It is what it is. Like, I as a streamer with a very small chat doesn't view having moderators as a necessity right now. I have a few that I can call on in circumstances where we have a day where we have a concurrent viewership of 50, or we have, like, a stream where we have, you know, like, we have, like, 20 messages a minute or something like that, you know, like I have mods who can be here and who can handle that. I do have mods who exist who I can call on to be here in those circumstances usually. Those mods are a little bit different just because those are mostly, like, very close IRL friends, and, like, I have for those circumstances. MT stands for mod trainee. That's what it stood for the whole time. Mod MT wore a time for stream. He's taking it seriously, guys. Yeah, I feel like, especially in streams like this, yeah, a mod who's, like, on the team who shows up all the time is really just someone who's, like, who, like, is in stream more often, but is still just a viewer. Obviously, like I said, as your stream gets bigger, it helps to have, like, actual, like, people who can be recognized from the community as, like, a mod. But usually, again, that comes from being someone who's just consistently in the community. MT is a Discord mod. This is true. MT is one of the Discord mods. You were on a call? That's all good, Yoki. I beat Rodin with Bayonetta for the first time, and all you need is to do Pure Platinum Rodin with Bayonetta. Now this might take months to do. What's going to make it take months? Merry 4th of June, miss. What? What? I'm at a loss. Also, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it at 1,400 encounters. My throat is feeling a little bit of the talking. I do want to go walk these dogs before I have to go out and meet up with some friends for New Year's things. So I think we're gonna wrap at 1,400 encounters. Roden's the hardest boss in the entire game. It is also made to be insanely infuriating, but you've beaten him with Rosa several times. Once pure platinum with her, and one time beaten him with Vanda. So what's pure platinum? That's, I guess, my question here. Have a happy new Halloween. I will in about 10 months. Can't stream without Crab Rave? Good point. Good point. We'll see what the shuffle does. Bake some bread? Is that part of New Halloween? I was unaware of this tradition. Ah, for Easter Reindeer, got you. Makes sense now. I don't know how I forgot that. Pure Platinum is when you beat a fight in a lower time and have a high combo. And take a new damage in the entire fight. Time combo vary between different levels of fights. Okay, got you. So it's just like a challenge, like to do it in a certain amount of time. Hey, wait, what's going on? Can't wait for the most boring month of the year, January? What? What do you mean boring? Wait, what's going on? Assume you all heard? Heard what? Yo, Vanillix, what? What? No! No! Oh, that's so sad. No! Oh man. That's so unfortunate. She was like 3 weeks away from being a 100. Oh, that's so sad. That's such sad news. When, I mean, it seems like very, very recently. Like half the articles I was looking at are like reportedly, you know, not like there's like half half of what I saw was still like unconfirmed. Take as much time as you want to be the enemies, but if you take too long, you'll have a gold or lower rating. I need 3 platinums to have a pure platinum. Oh, okay. Today, that's what I got from that, yeah. Some Bayonetta like Devil May Cry. I have no clue. Minimal Bayonetta experience and 0 Devil May Cry experience. Oh, it is? Okay. Named your pet turtle Ian, would be honored or disappointed? I'd be honored. I would be honored. Yeah, so I mentioned this earlier, but guys, Adele scratched me yesterday, like on the elbow there. She didn't mean to. She was jumping up into my lap. And like usually jumps for the armrest first, but my arm was on the armrest, and I think she got thrown off by that. Yeah, so she scratched my arm. It stings. It stings, despite like the fact that it didn't draw blood. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, it's whatever. It's whatever. There we go. There we go. MT. Like I said, we couldn't end stream without it. The parrot rave. That doesn't sound quite right, but what am I? What would I know? Like Devil May Cry, and never played Bayonetta, so maybe you'll give it a shot. There you go. Carb rave. All the different rave types. Excuse me. I'm gonna take out your glow sticks, yeah. Glow stick waving sounds. You know, I said 1400, like, thinking it would end around now, not, like, at the end of, like, the 2 hours. But that looks like where it may be going. Can't have a stream without Ian's famous yawns. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, honestly. It's not like I'm tired or anything. It just yawns. They really are inevitable. First task is to count the amount of grains in the sand of the Sahara Desert. I'll get that number to you by Friday. Now, if you were looking to buy a new message from me, random words with Yoki, what? You get random yawns too. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think it's just like I get so into a groove with this and just like, it's chill. Bored of streaming. You guys aren't entertaining enough. Exactly one. Alright, 2 more sets of encounters, guys, for the day. Then I gotta go walk some dogs. Excuse me. Alright, guys. Alright, final set of encounters coming up here. Final encounters on stream for the new year. Or of 2021 right here, guys. Historic moment. Can we get one last shiny to end out the year? Gonna play more Tales of Arise at the stream and get ready to do New Year's. The Animal Crossing. Oh, nice. Last stream of the year, yeah. Alright, guys. Moment of truth, drum roll. Ah, no shinies. No shinies, though. But, alright, guys. Yeah, that's where we're gonna... So we're gonna wrap up for now. Wrap up for the year. We'll be back. I don't know if we'll be back tomorrow. I am meeting up with some people tomorrow. Sunday, though, we might do something. But Sunday we'll probably do something. Then, yeah, going forward, at least on the weekdays, I'll have streams and stuff planned out. So, just want to say thank you guys again for hanging out and being here. I appreciate it all year long. It's been such a good year. It's been such a good year hanging out with everyone. So, seriously, guys, thank you so much. Hope you all have a happy New Year's yourselves. And I will catch you all next time. And until then, take care.